Good morning, students. In this period of geography, we are seeing the revolution of the earth. In the last class, we saw inclination and tiltation of the earth. That earth is inclined by 66.5 degree. It is not perpendicular, so it is tilted by 23.5 degree. This 66.5 degree became the angle of inclination and 23.5 degree is the angle of tiltation. Now today we will see we saw the effect of this revolution. The first, that was the day and night. In this topic, you have studied half of the earth gets sunlight. That part of the earth experiences day, and half of the earth remains dark. That part of the earth experiences night. So this lighted part and darkened part is eliminated by the line. This is called the circle of illumination. Circle of illumination. This circle of illumination divides the lighted part and the darkened part or darkened part of the earth. By this circle of illumination, the earth is divided into two, the lighted part and the darkened part. Now, our next topic is duration of day and night, whereas as per the position of the earth regarding the sun, if northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, then this northern hemisphere experiences the longer day and shorter night. It happens in summer season, and in southern hemisphere the longer night and shorter day in winter season. Shorter day in winter season. In this way, we explain this. Avoid the last explanation. In this way, I want to explain this, that in summer season, the part of the earth that is tilted towards the sun experiences longer day and shorter night, and at the same time in southern hemisphere longer night and southern day, that is away from the sun. Again, when this southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, that time southern hemisphere experiences summer, and in summer there is a longer day and shorter night. And at the same time in northern hemisphere there will be winter, and in winter there will be longer night and shorter day. So what are you saying? Which part of the earth will be tilted towards the sun, that part of the earth will experience summer season. And in summer season there will be longer day and shorter night. And which part of the earth will remain away from the sun? Means if northern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun, then southern hemisphere will remain away from the sun. When the southern hemisphere will remain tilted towards the sun, then northern hemisphere will remain away from the sun. So which part is tilted towards the sun, that part will experience summer season, and in summer season longer day and shorter night. At the same time another part of the earth will remain away from the sun, that part will experience winter season, and in winter season there will be longer night and shorter day. So we say the duration of day and night depends on the position of the earth regarding the sun. Duration of day and night depends on the position of the earth regarding the sun. Now we will see some observations that is noticed during the earth's revolution. Among those we have few important dates. Under this topic we will study about few important dates and the phenomena related with those dates. So this explanations comes under the observations during the earth revolution. Observations during the earth's revolution. Earth's revolution. So first is summer solstice. Summer solstice. It happens on 21st June. What happens on this date? The sun is vertical above the line of Cancer, and northern hemisphere experiences summer season. And you know what will be effect on the length of the day and night in summer season if it is experienced by northern hemisphere. The day will be longer and the night will be shorter. And at the same time winter solstice is experienced in southern hemisphere on 22nd December. Winter solstice is that if there will be summer solstice in northern hemisphere, then sun rays will fall vertically in the northern hemisphere on 21st June, and the days will be longer, night will be shorter. At the same time, in southern hemisphere, this line of Capricorn will get tilted sunlight, slanting sunlight on 26th December, that is the winter solstice. At this date, there will be shorter night and there will be longer night and shorter day. Again, this in northern hemisphere, when there will be winter solstice on 21st December, there will be summer solstice in southern hemisphere. Third terminology under this observation we see of equinox. This is two. First is autumnal, first is spring equinox, and second is autumnal equinox. Autumnal equinox, it occurs, this spring equinox occurs in northern hemisphere on 23rd March, and autumnal equinox occurs in northern hemisphere on 21st March, and autumnal equinox occur on 23rd September. Equinox means the equal length of day and night. Equinox means the equal length of day and night. There will be 2 dates at which the length of the day and night will be equal in northern hemisphere as well as. So in the northern hemisphere, those 2 dates are 21st March, that is called the spring equinox, and second date is 23rd September, that is called autumnal equinox. At these 2 dates, the length of the day and night will be equal. Now so in this much explanation you found these 4 words: summer solstice 21st June, winter solstice 22nd December, spring equinox 21st March, autumnal equinox 23rd September, and the phenomena of the earth. As the earth changes its position regarding the sun, on 21st June, the sun shines above the Tropic of Cancer, then northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun and northern hemisphere experiences summer season, and in summer season the length of the day is longer and the length of the night is shorter. While the sun shines above the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December in we say in southern hemisphere, that time northern hemisphere will experience winter season. So this is called winter solstice. At this date, the northern hemisphere will experience winter season, and its days will be shorter and the nights will be longer. At these two dates, 21st March and 23rd September, the sun shines above the equator. That is called equinox. There are two dates at which the length of the day and night remains equal. First is called spring equinox and second is autumnal equinox. Now we will see the effect or variation. We will see the variation in length of day and night. Variation in the length of day and night. As it is written in the book, as the result of this inclination, the northern hemisphere is inclined towards the sun for about 6 months, and southern hemisphere is also inclined towards the sun for the 6 months. The length of days and nights are always equal at the equator throughout the year. Those are represented as the equinox. It increases or decreases, means the length of the day and night increases or decreases as we move away from the equator. On 21st March, the sun shines vertically above the equator, and all places along the equator experiences equal day and night of 12 hours. From 21st March to 20 June, the length of day increases in northern hemisphere and is always more than 12 hours. So what are we seeing? From 22 March to 20 June, the length of the day increases. The length of the day increases in the northern hemisphere. From 21st March to 20 June, the length of the day increases in the northern hemisphere. And always this day becomes more than 12 hours. On 21st June, you know the sun shines vertically above the Tropic of Cancer. Then all the places in the northern hemisphere experiences the longer day. The Arctic Circle is at 66.5 degree north, experiences daylight for 24 hours. The southern hemisphere experiences the shorter day, and Arctic Circle 66.5 degrees south experiences complete darkness for 24 hours. On 21st June, this happens on 21st June, that you know as the summer solstice. But what happens at 66.5 degree north, there is day of 24 hours, and 66.5 degree south, what happens there? Night of 24 hours. It happens on 21st June. This you saw. Before that you had seen regarding the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, that was summer solstice and winter solstice. Now this is regarding the 66.5 degree north latitude and 66.5 degrees south latitude in northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere respectively. There days becomes of 24 hours, and in southern hemisphere the night becomes of 24 hours. So you saw the phenomenon on 21st June that 66.5 degree north will experience 24 hours day, and at the same date 66.5 degrees south will experience night of 24 hours. Let us see what happens from 2nd June to 22nd September. In northern hemisphere there is shorter day, means the day starts being shorter and the night starts being longer. But in southern hemisphere the day length of day starts being longer and the length of night starts being shorter. So this is vice versa between these two, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. And on 23rd September again there is autumnal equinox, and you know at these two dates, 21st March and 23rd September, the sun shines above the equator, and at these two dates the length of the day and the length of the night remains equal of 12 hours. Now we see the phenomenon between this 24th September to 21st December. In the northern hemisphere the days are shorter, this much shorter, that is less than 12 hours, and nights are longer, this much longer, that is more than 12 hours. Here mind it, here between 22nd June to 22nd September days are shorter, but still it is more than 12 hours. It starts being shorter, but still it is more than 12 hours. Nights are longer, but the length of night started decreasing. But between these two dates, 24th September and 21st December, in northern hemisphere the length of the day is less than 12 hours and the length of night is more than 12 hours. In southern hemisphere, if you see, there the length of the day will be more than 12 hours, but the length of night will be less than 12 hours in southern hemisphere. In southern hemisphere there is a vice versa, means opposite of this phenomenon. And at last we see the phenomenon between 23rd December to 20 March. In northern hemisphere the days started being longer, but still it is shorter than night. Shorter than night means the daytime is less than 12 hours, but it started being longer. And in southern hemisphere, night started being longer, but still it is shorter than day. Here, this daytime is more than 12 hours. So, we see the different phenomena regarding different duration, and it happens due to the changing in position of the earth regarding the sun.